Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's NEXAS here, and today we're going to be getting into some VTuber Newsy news. But before we do, please make sure to smash subscribe, hit the like, ring the bell. And guys, I really want to make Twitch partner this year, so if you can head over to Twitch and just leave me a lurk, that would be super appreciated. Thank you so much. Meow, meow. All right, on to our very first piece of newsy news. This is Amalee. And while Amalee was originally independently produced, she joined VSHOJO on January 26th of 2025. And this is Luca Kaneshiro. And Luca Kaneshiro is a male English virtual YouTuber affiliated with NIJISANJI EN's fourth wave Luxium. So why are we talking about Amalee and Luca? Well, guys, a very interesting collab has come up. This is posted on the Kurosanji subreddit. This is posted by Ranko Pros, and it says Amalee is collabing with Luca. So Amalee says Mafia meets Mafia at Luca Kaneshiro tomorrow, 8 p.m. ET. So if the name Luca Kaneshiro sounds kind of familiar, it's because it is. If we travel back in time, this is posted on the Lydia Nekozawa YouTube. I did a collab with Junie. There was a document about Luca Kaneshiro, and it had involved some alleged manipulation, spicy harassment, psychological abuse, and yeeticide. So if you are interested in what that document has, this is about a 2-hour-ish video. It is a very long document, but long story short, some unsavory things may have allegedly happened. Okay, so just to give you context of like, why Luca bad? This is all alleged, okay? So now that you understand who Luca is, let's see what some of the good people on Reddit got to say. Rated Xrd Strive says, Amalee, I like you, but I'm gonna skip this collab. Mr. Shadow Hero says, I put zero blame on her. She's very busy IRL and probably ain't keeping up with drama. If you toss Mafia VTuber into a search engine, Luca is the first result. That girl ain't very good with tech. OP says, yeah, people are panicking right now. DM Master says, I really like Amalee, but ain't no way I'm watching this. Kato Troyer says, Ayo, isn't that the last game Kunai played before her graduation? That is correct. So if you go to Kunai's YouTube, the last game she played was A Way Out before graduation. Does that mean it's graduation for Luca? Probably not. OP says, apparently this is solely because of theming. Amalee mentioned she hasn't interacted with him since his debut and decided to do this because they are both Mafia themed. Cause Channel says, yeah, if you don't like the collab, you can simply skip it. That's all. Don't be like this guy, Jesus. So this is like a screenshot of Not Shiny Piprup says, what a splendid choice, V shit show. Are you sure you aren't becoming a Niji branch or a Niji EN revival? Good to see what kind of clique you got going on. Might delete later, depending on the backlash sisters and shoujo worshippers throw at me. Oh dear. Castilla says, ew, let's hope Big Boy doesn't have a wank on the call. No. Enix says, are there any statements from her about Niji? I think those two collabed in the past already. Wild guess. She does not care about the whole Kurosanji thing at all. Toxic Corgi says, how are people still surprised? Many people in the larger VTubing space are friends or on decent terms with each other. And even if they aren't, it's still no different than regular streamers where networking and maintaining those connections is a priority from a business standpoint. So a lot of people here seem to be pretty frustrated with this choice of collab. But at the end of the day, she is free to collab with whoever she wants. But if you want my personal opinion, it wouldn't have been my first choice. Okay, guys, on to our next piece of newsy news. This is Seto Miyako. And Seto Miyako is a female Japanese virtual YouTuber affiliated with NIJISANJI. I feel like it's been a long time since we heard about Niji. Let's get into this story. Okay, so this is posted on the NIJISANJI X account, and it says, announcement of Seto Miyako graduation. We are pleased to announce that NIJISANJI Liver Seto Miyako will be graduating on March 4th, 2025. This is not the graduation that we were expecting. So this is posted on the Kurosanji subreddit, posted by Links Raid, and says, Seto Miyako graduation announcement. So here is the actual statement. And the OP has used Google Translate to translate the statement, and it goes as follows. Thank you very much for your continued support of virtual liver group NIJISANJI and NIJISANJI EN. I've always hated that sentence, but let's continue. We are pleased to announce that our affiliated live streamer, Seto Miyako, will be graduating from NIJISANJI on March 4th, 2025. I would like to express my sincere gratitude to all the fans and people involved in the world for your continued support of Seto Miyako and her activities. Since her debut on January 28th, 2019, Seto Miyako has received support from many people for her unique choices of words and worldview. We would like to express our respect for her efforts in her activities and our sincere gratitude. As a result, the YouTube channel X, formerly known as Twitter, and other social media accounts will be closed to the public with some exceptions from March 4th, 2025, and the sales of content such as goods and voice recordings will be gradually suspended. So Seto has been around since 2019, So that was before the big 2020 push of VTubers. So it kind of seems like an old guard person in NIJISANJI. So this is a pretty big deal, but let's take a look and see what the people on Reddit got to say. Diego Marcus says, damn, another old guard out. She also just had her 3-day debut last year, literally around the same time Shiori got hers. Faded Music says, I quite liked her, but this isn't very surprising. She's always lagged behind a lot of other Niji livers in terms of live viewership. Sunrise Fan 99 says, oh no, the unsay so high schoolers graduating. I wish good luck on her next endeavor. Big Monica says, with Miyako graduating in the next 2 months, Onomachi Haruka is the only active liver within the wave. It's not really clear as to why the graduation has happened. However, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, this is the first NIJISANJI graduation of this year. So this is definitely not the one that we were expecting. It's unclear whether or not they will be continuing their streaming journey or if they're just out of streaming altogether. This is something we'll have to just keep our eyes peeled for. Okay, guys, on to our next piece of Newsy news. This is NEXAS. And NEXAS was a VTuber agency focusing on English-speaking VTubers that aims to be an academia for talents aspiring to become the next generation of virtual stars. And it was founded by the CEO, Harry So. Okay. So why are we talking about NEXAS and Harry? Well, guys, Harry has come out with a statement about his findings of what he learned while he was running NEXAS and closing NEXAS. So on Harry's X account here, where it says CEO for creators, he posted a note. Here's the actual source of where the note came from. However, this is posted on the Sanji subreddit posted by Zonko91, and it says ex-CEO of NEXAS shared a post about his thoughts on the industry and how he shut down a company in a year. So I do encourage you to go read it. But if you want the TLDR, the OP has linked this tweet from the Armchair Expert. So Armchair Expert says, the CEO of NEXAS has just put out a post-mortem write-up describing the rationale in which he ran his now closed agency. Here are some of the highlights. He explicitly states that his goal with NEXAS was to make cash, expand his business network, and then move on to the next business. Wow. That is bad. To be honest with you, the way he conducted himself definitely felt that way in his past tweets. So we already start off with a pretty gross statement, but anyways, let's continue with the rest of it. None of his conclusions about the industry have changed. He still attempts to argue that traditional agencies are non-viable because they cost the people who run them too much money. This might have had merit as a point of consideration were it not for the fact that his supposed solution was just to invest in the talents less to compensate. Wow. Amazing. He set aside an entire portion of the blog to rail against drama tubers. Oh, how interesting. For digging into his LinkedIn and other social media to scrutinize his claimed business experience. He does not acknowledge that he failed to disclose to EN audiences that Captain, the owner of NELive, was an angel investor in his company at any point during NEXAS's existence. See, this is why people have to do research. You have to do research, right? Like, how many agencies have opened and closed, opened and closed? In fact, this is called due diligence, guys. Doing your due diligence is incredibly important, especially if you want to partner with a company. You want to know who made it. You want to know, do they appear to be legitimate? This is Google 101 stuff, guys. Anyways, let's continue. He says that when he was first invited into Merriweather's stream to answer questions about his agency, he feared he would be interrogated in a public execution style broadcast. This might be a translation error. Anytime anyone enters an interview, there is a danger. That's the crazy thing about interviews, guys. You don't really know what the other person's going to say. So you just try your best to be honest and decent. And if that's a problem, that's a red flag. Okay, let's continue. Complains about envy and temptation luring talents to the other streaming platforms. And then it says, describe Legal Mindset's review of the NIJISANJI EN contract as a hellish broadcast. Why is it hellish to read over a contract? Why would it be hellish for a lawyer to read over a contract unless it was a bad contract? In which case, then that's an issue. And then it says, bemoans how trying to expand his business required him to hire more staff who could operate according to the same time zone as his talents, thus increasing costs. And then it says, he states, looking back, I should have endured this, as in held off hiring more staff. No, if you want EN money, you have to have people who in the EN time zone to deal with EN problems while you're sleeping, dude. That seems like normal business. I can't, this guy, it doesn't make any sense, right? If you want the EN money, you have to have boots on the ground here, right? You have to have someone who understands the culture. This has happened time and time again where Japanese companies are just oh man, I didn't realize Ian was going to be so tough. It's like, well, no shit. You know, you want the Ian money, you want all the fame and glory, but you don't want the work. Sorry, they come hand in hand. I'm sorry. Anyways, let's continue. Reveals how he had done little, if any, research into streaming culture of the market he was attempting to enter, saying he was caught off guard by the Ian audience different tipping culture and anti-AI sentiment. So I think his inability to understand the difference in culture could have been helped by having someone who understood Ian culture to be his advisor. Here's the last point that is maybe a bit concerning. I don't know. Okay, last point here says he has found a 21-year-old Malaysian partner with whom he plans to create a business that develops solutions to spread IP within Roblox. He refers to this as a Roblox business. And the worst part, he's planning on making a return to this industry in the near future. So here is a screenshot. It says, although the live streamer agency model is highly dependent on the platform, it is a business model that makes it relatively easy to make cash without digging into the red. So I decided to start up with the idea that I could make cash as a live streamer agency, expand my surrounding network, and move on to the next business. That is disgusting. That is essentially like a chew you up and spit you out kind of sentiment. And we don't need that in the VTuber sphere. This was something the people on Reddit got to say. Horror Game says, we know everyone is in it for the money, but how do you make the money is the thing. Dude somehow thinks he knows better than us or already established agencies. And then Horror says, to make money, you need to invest money. Dude thinks he can get in and expect profit right away. Even HOLOLIVE was in the red when they first started, and Yagu had to pay the talents out of his own pocket money. They only made money when Gamers and Gen 3 came out. Shunai says, fitting that the only thing he regrets is not exploiting the talents even more. A Corn Nublet says, need to keep tabs on this vulture and keep innocent talents away. Immortal Dreamer says, this is a person who should not be allowed to see success in this industry ever again. Essentially, long story short, guys, if Harry does expect to get back into the VTuber sphere, we really should keep a close eye on this, because at the end of the day, VTubers are human beings. To be used by a business who doesn't even love VTubing, it just sees it more as a cash cow. That's gross. That's disgusting. You should be giving your money to people who actually love being here. I mean, I get it. Everyone needs to make money and this is a business and I totally understand that. But like, this is a business of people. This is an entertainment industry. Your product is people, right? Your product is the talent. And the fact that you're treating talent like something that's expendable. Like, you know, it's not like a microwave that just died. Like, this is a person. It's disgusting. It just kind of makes you kind of feel really icky. I guess if you have anyone in the Roblox sphere, make sure to alert them to what's going to eventually happen. And we also need to keep a vigilant eye when Harry decides to return back to the VTubing sphere. Some business people are great. Some business people not so great. We got to make sure that we reward the great ones and maybe not the others. Okay. Anyways, on to our next piece of newsy news. This is KATTARINA QUTIE. KATTARINA QUTIE is an independent female English-speaking virtual YouTuber. She was previously part of Idol EN's redebut Generation Zero. Okay, so I was talking about KATTARINA QUTIE. To give you some context, KATTARINA QUTIE had some issues with monetization on YouTube. So this is back on January 15th. KATTARINA eventually found out that YouTube stopped monetization on the channel because they were accusing her of scamming people. This was posted back on January 31st, where KATTARINA says they're accusing me of scamming people. Do they want a lawsuit? It's a real person, not an automatic bot reply. So there has been an update to this situation. So this is the email that KATTARINA got from YouTube. And it says, hi, KATTARINA, thanks for writing back. I'm afraid that our internal policies prohibit us from sharing these specifics to avoid partners from going around our policies. To understand what changes you can make to ensure your channel gets monetization the next time you apply, please refer to the instructions I provided in my previous email. I hope this helps. Let me know if you have any questions. So KATTARINA says, wow, thanks for nothing. Please, everyone, retweet, tag YouTube, and make as much noise as possible. They can take your income away just because they want to, and without involving lawyers, you will get nothing. Please don't let me fight alone. So guys, please, if you can, tag YouTube, because this is not okay. Timing wise, it's a bit weird that she is being punished while Idol and Brave Group are also being punished. We really shouldn't assume anything, but perhaps there is some connection to back when her account was still tied with Idol. But regardless, please, if you have a moment, tag Team YouTube and help KATTARINA out here. It is hard to fight this battle alone, so if you can please help her out, that would really be appreciated. We got to watch out for everyone in our community. We have to help each other out, okay? On to our next piece of newsy news. This is Hosho Marine. And Hosho Marine is a female Japanese virtual YouTuber associated with HOLOLIVE, debuting as part of the third generation of VTubers under the name HOLOLIVE Fantasy. And this is Yusada Pecora, and Yusada Pecora is a female Japanese virtual YouTuber associated with HOLOLIVE. And this is PEKOMAMA, and PEKOMAMA is Pecora's mom. So why are we talking about Marine, Pecora, and PEKOMAMA? Well, guys, we had a very interesting thing happen. PEKOMARI Week. So what is PEKOMARI Week? So PEKOMARI Week is an event where Pecora and Marine were streaming together all week, and we're going to be talking in particular about day 5. So on day 5 of the PEKOMARI Week project, where Pecora and Marine collab every day, Pecora agreed to a challenge by Marine where if Marine wins, she gets to collab with PEKOMAMA. The challenge was a cuphead race with 3-hour timer, no practice, most bosses beaten wins. Here's kind of a further explanation by the OP. And it says, according to Marine's tweets, Pecora agreed to do this because Marine kept bugging for a mommy collab. No practice allowed. 3-hour timer, most stages, bosses, run and gun, and mausoleums cleared wins. So the final score was Pecora 16 and Marine 19. So what does that mean, guys? It means we're getting a PEKOMAMA collab. Yes. So when exactly this will happen, it's not really clear. But let's see what some of the people on Reddit got to say. Akabara says, I never wanted Pecora to lose so badly as I do today. HP says, may Marine win. I want to see the two mommies collab so hard. This is the actual clip. So let's just take a look here. So let's take a listen. With PEKOMAMA collab on the line, I can't afford to lose this. I have to win this. Everyone is cheering for Marine. I must win. Time's up. Time's up. Shall we reveal the results? I'll ask for the sake of it. Marine, how far are you? Marine has cleared 19 stages. You cleared 19 stages? Yes! I can't wait! Mama-san will practice Pink Lady. Why are you trying to make her sing? I want to sing a few songs with her. Okay, I lost this time. I admit, you're strong. Everyone prepare your marshmallow questions. Don't ask anything weird! It's nice to meet your mother. I'm a household Marine. I'm Hosho Marine. Oops, I'm practicing my greeting. I really hate this. Anyways, so that is super cute. It's confirmed. PEKOMAMA and Marine collab. It's going to be great. So when that's going to happen, we're not sure, but we just got to keep our ears open for that. All right, on to our next piece of newsy news. This is Brave Group. And Brave Group, formerly known as Unlimited Inc., is a Japanese holding company dedicated to the creation and production of animated talent. Brave Group has a lot of companies under their umbrella, and you know, they just want some more. So this is posted on their X account. So it says here, announcement: Brave Group's Amalees merges with virtual talent production company Blossom. The merger strengthens Brave Group liver business and props business growth for the entire group. They have done another acquisition. This is the actual article posted on Brave Group's website. It says Brave Group Inc. proudly announced they're merging with Blossom Inc., a company dedicated to development and production of VLiver as well as related online services, confirming the consolidation of their management as Brave Group Company. This marks Brave Group's 9th successful merger and acquisition. Background and overview. In recent years, the virtual talent market has expanded rapidly and is attracting attention as a new rapid growth area within the entertainment industry. Brave Group is engaged in multiple intellectual property related businesses and currently runs 16 companies along with 13 locations in 5 countries, providing goods and services around the world. Brave Group is just kind of like this juggernaut that they are just collecting companies under their belt. Hopefully this is a good thing. Anyways, we'll see if this acquisition will make a big difference in the VTuber community. Okay, on to our next piece of newsy news. This is Height, and Height is a store for custom PC cases, PC gaming accessories, and more. So why are we talking about Height? Well, guys, Height has a pretty awesome collab coming up. This is posted on X under Watame_info. It says here, Height and HOLOLIVE Gen 4 keycap set. So it says new Height HOLOLIVE Gen 4 keycap set is here. This is the promotional material for it, which is very cute. You can see the 1, 2, 3, 4 girls in Gen 4. This is posted on Height YouTube account. This is the trailer, so let's take a listen. Okay, so you can see that this is really, oh my goodness, look how cute these keycaps are. Okay, hold on. We got the escape button is like the HOLOLIVE symbol. We got some cute axolotl here. We got all 4 of the girls on the space bar. This is really cute. I like the colors. Anyways, Height is known for making like some pretty awesome stuff. This is the keycap set on Height's website. So it is currently $99. But here is all the cool stuff you can see about it. Okay, guys, on to our next piece of newsy news. This is Ming Mooville, and Ming Mooville is from BONDLIVE. So why are we talking about Ming? Well, guys, Ming has some pretty rough news. This is posted on Ming's X account, and it says graduation announcement. And it says, I'll be holding my graduation stream on the IREM app on February 2nd. I'm sorry to leave you all so soon. And so this is the actual graduation announcement here. Hi, Zombros. Wow, here we are, my graduation announcement. It's honestly a bit sad to write. I never thought I'd be leaving so soon. I thought that I'd be here for a while. I guess life has a way of throwing you for a doozy. But I'm going to be entirely honest. I am scared. I am scared to graduate and leave everyone, but I know I have to. My mental and physical health have been terrible, and the company I'm in is not so kind. Wow. Okay, that is huge. That is a huge thing for someone to just outwardly say on the graduation announcement. We know that BONDLIVE has not been a great company. We've seen a lot of not so great things happen in recent time. So the fact that she's just outwardly saying the company I'm in is not so kind, this is the honesty we want to hear, guys. Like the conditions within the company are not great to the point where people are having mental and physical health problems. This is not good. Okay, let's continue. I will be reincarnating and rebranding, and I will be streaming once again, possibly on IREM, possibly on Twitch. Thank you for supporting my dream. Onward to new horizons. So that is, wow. That is a very loaded graduation announcement. I mean, at least she's leaving the company that is not good for her mental health, and she will be continuing streaming. So she is like, hey, I'm just leaving this company, but I'm just going to continue. She will be reincarnating and rebranding as a new. This graduation announcement is very telling about what the conditions are at BONDLIVE. Anyways, long story short, Ming, we are so happy for you, and hopefully when you reincarnate, everyone will be able to find you and you'll be in a much better place. Okay, guys, that is it for the VTuber news. However, I do have someone for the VTuber spotlight. This is BREI, and BREI is a sleepy bunny VTuber. Anyway, so this is BREI on Twitch. This is BREI on Blue Sky, and this is just a funny, cutesy, very clip. So let's just take a look here.
Wow. Hey, Arrow.
Anyways, so if you're able to, please go check out BREI on Blue Sky and on Twitch. Okay, guys, and that's it. That's the end of the VTuber Newsy News. Thank you so much for watching. Please make sure to like, subscribe, comment, and if you can, please, I need to make Twitch partner this year. Please head over to Twitch and leave me a lurk. Okay, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great day. Take care. Mwah! Bye-bye.